So I bet you all thought this was going to stay in silence. Well, I literally cannot watch a silent race, so we're going to do it this way. So I'm just joining us. Looks like they have plasma. Reading the chat, looks like they should both have spring ball. Please, chat, correct me on anything. As I said, I just got here. Fusion finding an E-tank at the Edakun Supers and going through the damage boost tutorial hallway. Heading over to the wall jump tutorial. And we will see what the Edakun's PBs have. That's right, and I expect that to... Alright, now it says not silence. Hey, that's better than silence. And Fusion just finding missiles. So it looks like... Alright, our runners do both have Spring Ball. Looks like Ghost Wizard is tracking. If you could mark that both off for both of them, Ghost Wizard, thank you. But it looks like really our runners haven't found any progression yet. But But Fusion making their way into towards Big Pink. Twooey just a screen or two behind. Not sure where that happened. Like I said, I missed the early parts of the race. I don't know if Twooey did an extra check or what. Twooey does have 5 more supers than Fusion does. Anybody who has ever listened to me calm a race knows exactly who this is. And if you do update the commands, please ensure that they say to not follow me. Alright, Fusion heading into Mission Impossible. And finding the Ice Beam. Alright, so that is technically a progression item. Well, it can be a progression item. Even within the logic, that is your logical, or can be your logical access to the top of Red Tower. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted out of a commentary, out of the sea. Alright, Fusion using the power bomb saving strats, partially because they need to, only having the 5. Ooh, and runs right into that spazer, and we'll have to do what some like to call the menu of shame. And there it is, having to menu to switch back from spazer to plasma. Looks like Fusion going for the possible run and jump strats. Everybody has a slightly different strat on how to do this early spore spawn check. Because there are like a million different places you can stand. Oh yeah, there is actually a really good tutorial out there by, I believe, Hero82 about how to do all of the checks in Big Pink with just 5 power bombs, and that is a technique from it. And Fusion, at the spore spawn item, will find another pack of power bombs, making it much easier. Making the power bomb savings not nearly as big a deal. Now, Fusion and Twooey high-fiving in the pre-spore spawn item room. Twooey going in, Fusion heading out. Twooey gonna pick up those same power bombs. Looks like Fusion is gonna skip the wave gate. It's not in logic yet. If you're not confident in your ability to do the trick reliably, I don't mind the skip, but it is a long way out of the way if it turns out later on to be an important item. Well, maybe not. Or looks like Fusion maybe going for the reverse meme. And yep, looks like Fusion's gonna go for the reverse meme. I'm gonna guess they didn't have any power bombs when leaving Retro Bren last time, so they weren't able to check to the left of Morph Ball or Billy Mays or any of that. Alright, Twooey going for, and looks like got first shot on the wave gate glitch. Very nicely done by Twooey. And looks like it's not going to hurt FusionWarrior to have skipped the wave gate, just a pack of missiles. But FusionWarrior, not going to go to Billy Mays because FusionWarrior does not have enough power bombs to actually check Billy Mays. Only having 1 left, that's not even actually enough to get in, much less to get out. Second set of power bombs were at Spore Spawn item. I'm gonna guess, because none of this has been checked yet, that the first set must have been at BT. And oh, the reverse meme route really paying off there for Fusion, finding the Various suit at Old Mother Brain. That is big. And Twooey also gonna run into that Spazer and have to do the menu of shame at some point. But that is a Galaxy Brain play there by Fusion. And I did not see. Did either of our runners check the back of Gauntlet, and was there anything interesting there? I was not in the chat yet at the time. Double power bomb. Okay, so we may see our runners do the front half of Gauntlet. I kind of doubt they would go all the way through just for the double power bomb. And Twooey also going to take the reverse meme route, so should I expect will also eventually. Oh no! The giant side hopper taking a bite out of Twooey. That is 80 damage a pop. Maybe it's 60. It's either 60 or 80. It's a lot. It hurts. They hurt a lot. And unfortunately, Twooey has not grabbed a save yet. So an unfortunate high five at the ship for our runners, with Twooey having to start over from scratch and Fusion grabbing a refill and a save. And looks like Fusion is going to head right towards the wrecked ship. It's not going to go for the gauntlet. I thought it was 80, but sometimes I don't trust myself on damage values. Alright, so Fusion not going to do the moat check, just going straight to the top of Red Tower. Having found that Varia suit, it would not surprise me at all. Well, and won't not just surprise me, I very much expect Fusion to just head straight down towards Norfair, do these checks here at the top of Red Tower, but then head straight down. Twooey had, I think, the same number of E-tanks that Fusion did, but Twooey must have been much worse off on health at the time. And Fusion just finding a Kappa tank at Beta Power Bombs. Alright, Twooey gonna do all these early checks that I missed because I wasn't here, so I'll know where stuff was. It's unfortunate that Twooey will have to do that, but I guess really the one, obviously the match is far from over. Plenty of things can happen, but you know, a 15-minute deficit is hard to overcome. The one thing Twooey does definitely have going for him is that he has a 1-0 lead in the series, so even if Fusion takes this game, Twooey gets another shot. Another E-tank at Alpha Power Bombs. Twooey picking up that spring ball. And super missiles in the back half of Alpha PBs. And Fusion getting that nice D boost to get out of Alpha Power Bombs. It's always such a stylish looking strat. So we got Fusion heading back up, possibly a moat check. I don't expect we'll see Fusion actually go to the wreck ship, but I could be wrong. I will be right back. Amazon is saying that my delivery has arrived. Alright, my wasabi almonds did in fact arrive. And did I just miss a CWJ? I may have just missed a CWJ. So did Fusion CWJ or do the spring ball jump over the moat? Nice. Very nicely done by Fusion. I unfortunately was checking my front door for an Amazon package. Unfortunately, Fusion gonna have to make these kind of short hops to wreck ship, not having grapple or any of the other tech one would normally associate with getting across the ocean. Yeah, Toasty, people can order their own Amazon packages. Alright, so Fusion gonna enter the wreck ship as Twooey grabs the super missiles out of the Terminator. Twooey doing some damage boost strats to go through these pirates. And health is already looking not exactly spectacular, but I don't know where the next E-Tank was. I don't know if there was one at Bryn Reserve because I wasn't here yet. Fusion heading to the currently out of logic Fantoon fight. Though with 4 E-Tanks plus that Various suit, it is not too bad of a fight. Okay, there was an E-Tank back here. Alright, so we have an Elephant Ghost fight beginning on FusionWarrior's side. Let us see how she handles this one. As Twooey repicks up that plasma beam. I expect we'll see Doppler strats, because that's kind of your only option with Fusion's current loadout. Not getting super lucky with Fantoon patterns thus far. We had a long, and there's another long, or slow, not long. At least with a pretty quick reappear on that one. Twooey heading back towards Catacombs. Just grabbing some power bombs off of Fireflies. Twooey probably gonna skip Catacombs with nothing but, I believe, some ammo and an E-Tank down there. The second power bomb pack was at Spore Spawn Supers. So I definitely expect we will see Twooey do that. Hopefully Twooey does not skip Blue Bryn, because skipping Blue Bryn would likely lead to bad places. No, Lavama, Fusion's pronouns are correct. That's all good. Alright, so Fusion has finished off the Elephant Ghost, and now we will have to see what she does. There's options here in the wrecked ship. Will she pull the original Ashter and just take a couple items and bail? Or will she full clear? Don't know. This is a check that would be made pretty much regardless. And there's the charge beam. That is big money. So that is charge ice plasma for FusionWarrior. That's a pretty nice combo. Just missing that wave beam, full beam combo. Now the question is, does Fusion take that as a sign that she should leave the wreck ship immediately? You found a major item, though it's technically not a progression item. Let's see. Doesn't have any of the better tech to check wreck ship, not wreck ship reserve, wreck ship E-tank. Doesn't mean she won't, but yeah, a stacked Billy Mays could definitely do some work for Twooey, being that Fusion did not check it. But I mean, it would basically have to have gravity suit. Fusion trying to do a wall jump here. That wall jump is unfortunately not possible if you do not have high jump boots. You can do a bounce ball with a power bomb, but that's not fun. The bulls, the enemy in that room, actually cannot be frozen. They just die. So you cannot use the bull. Alright, Fusion is gonna check the top of wreck ship. We'll hope that she finds something good there. Twooey is gonna go back into Blue Bryn. So we'll most likely end up checking Old Mother Brain. I did not see Twooey grab Spazer. I kinda doubt it. Alright, Fusion in the robot room. And finds just back missiles. Push on through. So now we will see Twooey has... Ooh. So, this sort of isn't great for Twooey. Twooey has enough power bombs to get in and out of Billy Mays, but would not have, unless there's bombs, power bombs, or screw attack at Billy Mays, will not have enough power bombs to check Old Mother Brain. And that would not be good. FusionWarrior going to check the speed locked item at Wreck Ship Reserve. And just supers. Billy Mays has super missiles, but wait, there's more super missiles. So this is not good for Twooey, because it's very unlikely that he will take a trip back down the climb after refilling on power bombs to check Old Mother Brain. I would expect that will be a pretty late. That's going to be a pretty late find on Twooey's end. Yeah, Twooey is he, him. Fusion goes by either set of pronouns. It's all good. It only scrolls when on one of the three, I believe, just what they're called. It's the only one that shows the pronouns. The others are their Twitch channel and Twitter. Alright, so Fusion gonna check Wreckship Reserve missiles and be greeted by vanilla missiles. And so, unless there's something at Gravity, the trip to the top half of Wreckship wasn't really the greatest. We know for Fusion, unfortunately, because of Twooey's 15-minute death, the chances, I mean, Fusion has some time to burn in the top of Wreckship, having not really found anything. And I'll be right back. I am still technically working from home while doing this. Okay, I'm back. So it looks like Twooey's in Gauntlet, and Fusion is heading for 230 missiles. It's unfortunate for Twooey that it's probably going to be a very long while before he finds those that variant suit because of where it is. We are joined by Smokey. Hello, Smokey. How are you? Nothing in Gauntlet. We know the back half of Gauntlet is just the 2 power bomb packs. Is Fusion doing a climb supers check? Nope, just taking this path back down. Nope, Smokey is not in the commentator booth. It is just me, who I believe is still technically a mystery, but not really. I mean, if this really is you, Smokey, you really are doing an amazing impression. Alright, Fusion, gonna go for the Billy Mays check. We know it's just a couple of packs of supers, which I don't know whether Fusion will pick them up or not. Has a really good beam combo. It's just missing that wave beam. But you know, super missiles are still super missiles. Yeah, not too many people gonna sneeze on some super missiles. Keep getting pings from work. Twooey doing some checks at the top of Red Tower. We have already seen these from Fusion. I don't believe any of them were anything to write home about. I think it was just a couple of ammo checks. And an E-tank. Or no, it was an E-tank. Not E-tank. By not E-tank, I mean a reserve tank. That's true. Hopefully for Twooey's sake, he does hold off on the wreck ship till late. And could gain back some time against FusionWarrior. FusionWarrior did full clear wreck ship, except for the sky missiles, I believe is the only item we didn't see. Because Fusion did not really have a good way to get to them. No, the logical access to wreck ship flows through gravity, space jump, or spring ball. Not spring ball, or grapple. Gravity, space jump, or grapple. Finding just supers here at Spacer. Doesn't want any of those. Varia was at Old Mother Brain's tank. Unfortunately for Twooey, he checked Billy Mays before going there and did not have the power bomb to give him a check. Which is extremely unfortunate for Twooey because it'll probably... I expect we will see him basically make every other check possible and he will last location that Varia suit. Alright. Fusion not going to visit Kraid's lair just yet. Going to take a trip into Upper North Air. Looks like going to go for an ice check first. But Twooey is going to go towards Kraid, so we do have some divergence between our runners, though we've already seen a good bit. Unfortunately, with Twooey taking a death about 15 minutes in, Fusion still has a fairly significant lead, and then the location of that Varia suit is not going to help Twooey's cause. We might see a shack check beforehand, assuming they find the pieces to check shack. Right now, they basically don't have any of them. No gravity suit, no grapple, no space jump. Fusion can check the crumble shaft item. And we'll find just an E-tank. Not worth the possible trip down the shaft. Ghost Wizard Twooey had run out of power bombs when he got to the location of where Varia suit was. I believe you are correct, Zero, that those are Twooey's only logical options right now. We have a stand-up on Kraid, and we have a sit-down on Kraid. And high jump just has ammo. So just ammo there. That Varia suit was the intended logical progression, and I expect we'll see Fusion make her way into Bubble Mountain. We'll go ahead and pick up that E-tank, giving her 5, which is a nice healthy amount, especially with that Varia suit having all the damage. No Ghost, neither of our runners has seen high jump boots. didn't see what Twooey found at Varia. At the Varia location. Just missiles at the Frog Pocket. And Smokey saying it was just an E-Tank at Kraid. So Kraid's lair, kind of a bust. 2 E-Tanks and some missiles. So, logically, our next progression pretty much has to be somewhere in Bubble Mountain. But we are going to get a Kraid fight from Fusion and a high jump check from Twooey. Let's see if we get a Kraid quick kill or not out of FusionWarrior. Nope, that is going to be another stand-up, so we have stand-ups for Kraid on both sides. And looks like Fusion is just going to try to take advantage of that charged plasma. Just put one good murder beam into Kraid. Getting trolled a little bit. Is now dancing on Kraid's forehead. Twooey gonna check the Croc Escape. And we'll see the gravity suit at Croc Escape. That is big. So Twooey should know now logically that Varia suit can't be here, or that he's missed Varia suit somewhere. I believe that location also requires either speed or wave to get to Croc, and space jump, bombs, grapple, or speed and high jump. That is true. I do not know whether Twooey can do the blue gate glitch or not. Fusion did not check the Croc Escape on her first time in the business center, but that does not mean she won't check it on the second time in. Twooey's got even more than that. Since it's a blue gate, he can use the missiles as well. So Twooey has a ton of tries for the gate glitch. Fusion making her way back in. Is not checking Croc Escape. Smokey, Fusion goes by either set of pronouns. Varia was at Old Mother Brain, and then we saw Gravity at Croc Escape. Let's see here whether it looks like... Alright, Twooey is heading in the correct direction to find Varia. And Twooey does know where Gravity is, and Fusion didn't really find much in the wrecked ship. So, depending on how long it takes Fusion to go to Croc and the Croc Escape, this could be big for Twooey. Fusion just finds an E-Tank in the corner of Bubble Mountain. He wasn't able to go down into Old Mother Brain because he didn't have any power bombs at the time. We do not have logic for Croc. We need either speed Wave to get logical access to Croc. And there is Twooey picking up that various suit at Old Mother Brain. So I would say, knowing where that gravity suit is, Twooey now has definitely the knowledge advantage. Though Twooey's going to pick up a lot more ammo than Fusion, because I'm sure Twooey is going to do Wreck Ship dead last. Pretty certain on that one. Alright, Fusion checking Norfair Reserve and just finding a bunch of super missiles. If Twooey knows the blue gate glitch, he could get to Croc, but he still actually doesn't have access to get to that gravity suit. That is true. Because there's a little minimum amount of equipment you need to actually get to that Croc escape item. So Twooey knows where it is, but still needs one more thing to get there. Fusion taking advantage of that ice beam and freezing waivers to navigate Bubble Mountain. He did say something about that, but I thought you needed high jump to do that. Yeah, you cannot gate glitch straight to Croc escape because the gate faces the wrong direction. You can gate glitch to Croc, but not into the escape. I want to say that trick that Twooey was talking about with freezing the swoop does require high jump. So if either of our runners, or if he happens to find high jump. Alright, Fusion gonna check speed location, finds bombs. So there is the access to Croc escape, assuming the blue gate glitch. Still not technically Croc access. Yeah, Swap, nobody counts the G-mode nonsense as actually doing things, because it's G-mode nonsense. Yeah, John disagrees with a lot of sensible statements. I love John to death, but he disagrees with a lot of very sensible statements. Alright, Fusion making their way towards Wave. This doesn't actually have to be anything. It's not. Power bombs. So those bombs open up logic, which opens up criteria power bombs, which leads me to believe there's a progression item at criteria power bombs. Crumble was checked. I believe it was just an E-tank. Alright, Fusion heading down, possibly heading towards Croc. Yeah, looks like we're gonna get a possible gate glitch here from Fusion. Right, so it looks like FusionWarrior will likely be our first runner to bet on Croc. Actually, chances are Twooey won't bet on Croc at all. Twooey knows the gravity suit is sitting at Croc escape, and will likely eschew the entire Crocmire area, whereas Fusion will probably check the whole thing. Because Twooey is about to get his access to Croc Escape with these bombs at Speed Booster, or at Speed Missiles. Twooey picking up those bombs. Fusion able to get the easiest Croc fight in the world with Charged Plasma. And just finding missiles at the Croc E-Tank. That is true. If Croc is empty, that may make the race closer. Twooey just needs a couple more packs of missiles and one more pack of supers to no longer need charge. It's true that we may see Fusion do a gate glitch to get to grapple. Fusion trying to manipulate these bugs and gets it. Nicely done. Yes, the IBJ to Indiana Jones will take quite a hot minute. Alright, Twooey checks wave. Doesn't find anything he's looking for. Oh no, he fell at wave. Looks like Fusion is about to head to cosine missile. And it's just a pack of supers. Fusion does not want. And we'll get a nice D-boost out of there. Twooey gonna pick up power bombs at wave, giving him 15. So that is possible crystal flash ammo. And looks like Fusion is going to go for the green gate glitch. Has 46 attempts at it and gets it on try number 2. Nicely done. Alright, Twooey going to head back towards Bubble Mountain, and I will expect we will see him make a beeline for Croc, or at least Croc Escape at this point. He may or may not do Croc, the actual Croc checks. Alright, and Fusion going to check the grapple location and be rewarded with some super missiles. So if there's nothing in Indiana Jones, other than Croc Escape having, of course, the gravity suit, Croc will be kind of a bust. And we're going to see an IBJ up to Indiana Jones. Twooey died about 15 minutes in and had a full restart at that point. But has actually made up quite a bit of time, though Fusion has full cleared wreck ship. Fusion getting trolled a little bit by these IBJs. Trying to make their way up. Up. And up. And up. And space jump. Space jump in a location that if you had space jump, it would be a whole lot easier to get to. And stringing together huge strings of infinite bomb jumps like this is a pain. Like your hand kind of gets numb to the timing of it after a while. So assuming Twooey just goes straight to Croc Escape and picks up that gravity suit, but Fusion picking up this space jump, that's going to be a huge difference in movement. Fusion getting closer. We'll have to do a bit of an angled bomb jump here and picks up that space jump. Twooey is going to bet on Croc. And I expect we will see Fusion take that space jump and head right to Croc Escape. Twooey's going to have to fight Croc in a little bit more of a traditional manner than FusionWarrior had to, because Twooey does not have that charged plasma combo. I guess that's one other thing. Should Fusion find X-Ray, having that charged plasma combo speeds up a lot of things. Alright. Definitely give Fusion now the movement advantage, though if Twooey does grab that space jump, that would of course be somewhat negated, or would be negated, and they'd have virtually the same item set, except for that charge beam. And Fusion is heading towards Croc Escape, where I expect we'll see them grab that gravity suit and turn right back around and head towards Lower Norfair. That is a gravity suit for FusionWarrior, and that is what we in the business like to call Yeet mode. Yeet mode. Fusion actually didn't know gravity was there. Twooey opting to actually do some croc checks. I think it actually is logical go mode. No, wait. Nope. I think it is. Well, except speed. They don't have speed for Meridian. That would be the one logical. I guess I'm making assumptions that our runners both know Ice Clip. I don't know that for a fact. Oh, that's true. They would need wave, or actually speed would give them croc access as well. Which means one of those two items, I believe, actually has to be at Criteria Power Bombs. Because I think we've seen every other logical check. They could have taken those bombs, IBJ'd up to Criteria Power Bombs. Yes. I'm sure Fusion wishing they had Screw Attack heading into Lower Norfair, because that really is just the best. Starting those IBJs up towards Indiana Jones. In the worst room in the game, but when you've got space jump, the movement in this room is just much easier. When you're not getting trolled by gold pirates, of course. And Twooey picking up that space jump. And Fusion makes the worst room. Let's see if generic rodent mascot missiles are checked. Probably not. And that's a negative. Twooey picking up that gravity suit at Croc Escape with enough ammo to be in full yeet mode. Doesn't have quite enough missiles that we would normally expect, but has those 15 extra supers that more than make up for it. Vanilla power bombs of shame. Sorry, I'm getting messaged by my boss, so, you know, I love doing commentary for you guys and all, but messages she sends me are more important. Alright, Fusion. Taking on the Kung Fu Pirates. Getting kind of kicked in the face there a little bit, but managed to kill the first one. And is okay with just soaking those hits. Has that gravity suit, so they're only doing 20 damage a hit, so it's not really too bad, and they pretty much always drop big health. And Fusion going to turn off ice, so I expect we're going to see a bit of a health farm here. As Twooey grabs the save, heading into Lower Norfair. Fusion has filled up on health and super missiles, and is going to make their way towards Ridley. Twooey, on the other hand, currently power bombing his way through the pillar room. Fusion starts up the fight against the Space Pelican. Has plenty of supers to make this happen. Just wants to try to get a pogo pattern started. Controlled with them swoops. And there's pogo. Gets picked up. Just keeps firing. Twooey making his way up the worst room in the game. No problems with that space jump. There's a decent chance Ridley's got high jump. Of the 3 logical items he's most likely to have, that's the one that's left, and there they are. those are, in fact, the high jump boots. Save as Fusion is going to start making their way out of Lower Norfair. Twooey grabbing the power bombs of shame. Charge is at right side supers in the wreck ship. I do not believe we will see Twooey find that. Because I'm sure we will see Twooey just go mode wreck ship. Fusion's energy, not the greatest ever for the Lower Norfair escape, but I've seen worse. And has charged plasma if it comes down to it for the Three Musketeers. Trolled a little bit by the Namahes. Or these Fusions. I don't remember the difference. No, these you can kill with just supers and such, so they've got to be Fusions. Fusion checks the item there, sees missiles, isn't concerned with them. We got Twooey doing some pre-Ridley farm. Actually has quite a few supers he needs to farm up. Has a very high super maximum count, but just doesn't have very many supers right now. Fusion going with the safer strats. And plasma shielding. Yeah, plasma shield. Hey, everybody loves the plasma shield. We see it so rarely. Twooey, honestly getting extremely unlucky with the drops here. Farming these Zebs up. Just getting extremely unlucky here. Probably wondering to himself if he's remembering to farm the right item, because he's gone through several sets of them at this point, and there's a super. And that is extremely unfortunate for Twooey's farm. It's keeping that ice beam on, which is adding a little bit of time to the farm, but nothing super significant. That double shot, yeah, it adds a little time, but it's really not much. Up to 32 supers. Not sure what his comfort number is. on super missiles for Ridley. Everybody's got a slightly different one. It's 30 if you do the fight perfectly and don't get any super sniped, but you know, that's not super common. And Fusion making their way into Meridia. Might check Main Street item. Can't pick it up, doesn't have speed booster, but that and crab supers. Suppose if it's wave, it would be probably best case scenario at this point. Wave is kind of the most important item left. Well, no, speed. Sorry, speed would be the most important item left that Fusion could find. But I have a sneaking suspicion that the speed booster is sitting in the criteria power bombs. That Ridley is dead. Yep, that's dead Pelican. So that is a dead space Pelican on Twooey's side. Fusion, not going to search for speed. We'll just do the ice clip over to bot wound. Gets it no problem. Twooey picking up those high jump boots after Ridley. And that's a dead sea snake on Fusion's side. Ghost Wizard, you could also mark off high jump boots for FusionWarrior. She did pick those up. Right, Fusion, not having speed booster, will have to go through the morph maze here after bot wound and pick up those supers. Fusion not having any of really the quicker ways to kill Dragon. It's going to farm up some supers. It is 20 supers, and having that charge ice plasma also has a nice beam combo for Dragon. Health getting a little monk up, but he saved, so even if he does take a death here to the three amigos, and 1 second, that's from my boss. And Twooey finding the X-ray. We know it probably won't help. Well, it won't help him because in the order of bosses he's going to do, he's not going to be able to microwave anything if he finds charge at all. But FusionWarrior, having skipped the Firefly item, would be able to microwave Dragon otherwise. but that's okay. Charge is at the right side supers location in the wreck ship. And Fusion, unfortunately, getting gooped. Twooey is currently... Ooh, Twooey's health is super monka. And unfortunately, he will not find an E-tank that he's probably hoping for right here. We'll just find some supers, and he will still be one super shy of a Crystal Flash. So I expect we will see Twooey take the very safe strats and just fire upward through the hole with that Plasma Ice combo. But it will take a minute to kill these red key hunters and 3 musketeers. He does have to watch himself, because every now and then one of those key hunters will get really mad and will go through that one tile block and murder you. That will happen. It has happened to, most of us. Alright, so Fusion done with Dragon. Didn't even look like she checked the item behind Dragon. Not really anything she could want. It can't be Speed Booster, which would be the only thing she could really be looking for at this point. Oh, she did? It was missiles? Okay. So that leads me to continue my belief that the Speed Booster is at Criteria Power Bombs. I'm going to continue that thought, because I'm pretty sure I'm right. It basically has to be that or Wave, and even if it was Wave, that's pretty much got to be Speed. Okay. Like I said, I'm still technically working from home right now, so I am having to answer messages from my boss and such. Alright, Twooey grabs that E-tank at the bottom of Bubble Mountain that he shunned earlier, just for the free refill, but when you're missing that much health, you take the free refill. No questions asked. Alright, but Fusion making their way out of Meridia. As Twooey is going to make his way out of Norfair, but still has to do Meridia, and is still, we don't want to see a Fantoon skip by Twooey. While our runners are doing what they're doing, let me pull up ye old schedule. I don't have it linked, but the bot certainly does. Looks like this is not our only match today. But this is our only match between these two today, unless somebody else... Unless they decide to, but no, actually they can't. They gotta give us 24 hours. So we instead, later tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern, we have Loser's Bracket, Redemption Bracket, whatever it is we're calling it. Round 1, match 1 and 2, Evil Sparky versus 64-bit Link. So that should be a lot of fun. Yeah. Alright. So, Fusion gonna refill at the ship and catch a save on their way to Turian. Twooey making his way into Main Street. Fusion did take the ship refill. Let's see. Oh, yeah, and while things are happening, I'll give my usual spiel. Please give our runners a follow. They deserve it. They race video games on the internet for your amusement, and you don't have to pay a dime for it other than whatever the cost of your internet provider is. But that's not really their fault that you have to pay your internet provider. They're not charging you anything extra to watch them race. So give them a follow. Give our channel a follow here at Speedrunners Arena if you want to watch more of it. I'll hit the broadcast team one, but I don't even know if there's any name. Yeah, don't follow me. Don't follow the restreamer. Follow Ghost Wizard, our tracker. Yeah. All right. So we've got Fusion heading into Metroid Room 1. Twooey grabbing a stave at Aqueduct. Probably not super enthused about that ammo count heading into Bot Wound. Is going to take the chance, though. We'll have to hit with the vast majority of the ammo. Unfortunately, killing off that mock droid will have to reset the room, or... No, that's true. There's another one you can grab. Actually, there's two more you can grab, if you are so inclined. Yeah. Alright, Twooey, not going for the double LR trick, though I don't know what Twooey's button configuration is, so the LR trick may not work for him. But has made it into Bot Wound. And FusionWarrior is currently power bombing in... Twooey has Kojacked a couple of supers. He's now going to have to hit with a lot of those missiles. Already had to hit with at least 6 missiles, and I saw him Kojak at least 2 supers. So that's another 6 missiles. And I think, yep. And Twooey is unfortunately now soft locked at Bot Wound. I'm sure we will see a reset. And that happens. Alright, Fusion, not gonna go for baby skip. Let's see if she faces the correct direction. Facing right, saving those 40 frames. Facing the objectively correct direction. Now, looks like Twooey might... He's gonna go back to Bot Wound. Not gonna check the farm spot there at the right-hand side of Aqueduct. Gets the ice clip first try, no problem. And it's gonna head back into Bot Wound. Fusion, grabbing the refill, is about to head towards Mother Brain. I've seen Twooey miss, I think, at least 3 supers, which means he is going to have to be on point with these regular missiles. Alright, Fusion heading into Mother Brain's chamber. Not going to go for a Zeb skip, has plenty of supers plus that charge ice plasma combo. So it's just going to do the Zeb skip and pound through those Zebs with those with super missiles. FusionWarrior getting all up in Mother Brain's grill with those super missiles. Twooey taking his time. Don't know how many more of these missiles he needs to hit. Got 1 missile left. Nope, that is another soft lock at Bot Wound for Twooey. Fusion, on the other hand, has a 30-shot Mother Brain fight here. With that charge ice plasma combo. Does not quite have enough E-tanks to do stand-up glitch. And there's our first catch-up. Fusion gonna switch to those supers and shoot Mother Brain's face with green explodey things until she gets mad and starts the rainbow beam. That is cutscene for Fusion. Twooey has hit up the farm room. He's gonna try to farm up some supers for a bot wound fight. It basically had to be. It's either speed or wave. Has to be at criteria power bombs. Probably speed. Grapple doesn't really get you anything, croc-wise. Only speed and wave can get you into croc. Alright. Twooey now gonna go into this bot wound fight. Much healthier on supers, back at 25 of them. Wow, so should have a much easier fight. That's true, I guess, But Sky Missiles was opened up actually as soon as they got bombs. So I guess it's possible that speed is there. But anyway, enough logic talk. FusionWarrior has finished off Mother Brain 3. Twooey has finished off the snake. Do Sky Missiles not require high jump, bomb, speed booster, space jump, or any of the other up? I didn't think you could actually jump from tripper to tripper without at least high jump boots. Or ice to freeze them so you can jump off of them properly. That's never come up, and I will never make it come up. If it ever does, oh well. Yeah, though, at least with Dragon, you can't soft lock based on ammo at Dragon. Fusion, not having speed, is doing a left side climb here at the climb, which is always nice. Heading up into the parlor as Twooey is heading over. Checks the precious, sees an E-tank, doesn't want it. And I am not in the race room, so somebody who is going to have to tell us. But it looks like FusionWarrior has won with a time somewhere around 128.55. 128.57, thank you, WJG. GG to FusionWarrior, bringing this series tied to 1-1. So we will, in fact, see a Game 3 here between our runners, which is awesome. Everybody loves a good Game 3. WJG, feel free to invite Fusion in for an interview if they'd like to. And Twooey has forfeited, so feel free to invite Twooey in for one as well. And looks like they're both in the green room, so I will pull them both in. And we are joined by both FusionWarrior and Twooey. GG, you two.
GG. Those suit locations.
Yeah, they certainly were suit locations.
They certainly were.
Did you find gravity by checking early, or did you have to find it normally?
I was like, I guess now that I have 2 forms of can fly, I guess I should go back up and check Gauntlet. Well, I mean, I'm here. Let me go look for. Let me check Croc Escape. Oh, there's gravity go mode.
So either speed or wave would have been a criteria power bombs, right?
I believe they had to be.
Landing power bombs. I never checked it. I've already closed the ROM.
Yeah.
We'll find out from yours here in a second.
Yeah.
I can, because if I found charge at any point, I was going to check that for wave or speed on the way out, but without it, I wasn't going to.
Charge
and you
was
did
in
find
the wreck
charge,
ship.
which I would have probably. Was it in the bottom of wreck ship?
Yes.
Right
okay,
side.
then I would have found that.
And my cat's yelling at me. Hush,
Actually,
cat.
I don't know that I would have, because did you do wreck ship last?
No.
Okay.
I did wreck ship after Pink Bryn.
Okay.
Twooey
How'd you go-
unfortunately took a death about 15 minutes in.
Closer to 20, yeah.
Oh, speed was at X-ray. Wow.
X-ray.
That makes sense.
Oh yeah, I guess
Wave
X-ray.
was-
Once you found space jump. Wait.
Wave
that
was
mean-
at behind Spiky Death Room in wreck ship.
So where was Grapple?
Grapple would have been power bombs then. Landing power bombs, I think. Only
Okay.
place it.
Would have had to be because that's your only other access to X-ray.
Yep. Which is why I went down to.
Ball jump.
I
Power bomb,
cleared
criteria,
Croc for
surface,
spa-
grapple.
Yep.
There it is.
I cleared Croc right away as soon as I saw gravity there, knowing that I had to have wave, and I didn't have any way to get up to where grapple was. So I think we had bombs at that point, though. So I guess I did have a way up, but
You did have bombs. That's how you got to Indiana Jones to get that space jump.
yep.
Yeah.
What a seed!
It was a seed.
I think
doubt.
you had the lead then either way, because I lost 30. I don't know. I lost about 30 minutes. I think you still were ahead though, even if I hadn't taken the death.
Yeah, well, and unfortunately for you, Twooey, you checked Billy Mays on your way up through reverse meme route and ran out of power bombs and weren't able to check Old Mother Brain to grab that Varia.
That is correct, but I knew exactly where it was once I got to high jump.
Right, but that going the up and down on that cost you a decent bit of time.
Yep. Well, I mean, Billy Mays is the correct check. It has 2 items to get out of it, but yeah.
I checked it and I didn't pick either one of them up because I already had charge and plasma at that point. I was nowhere near charge. Getting charged that early by doing the spring ball bounce. At that point, I very quickly was like, okay, if you took the exact same route as me, or anything else, or if you found speed or anything smart by doing the correct plays instead of the stupid plays, I need to save every 7 seconds I can.
Oh yeah.
So that's why I ended up with only 50 super missiles. Oh, high jump was at Ridley.
Yep, high jump was at Ridley. Did you skip that item?
No, I was checking.
Okay.
I was like, I should skip this, but what if it's high jump? Like I know it's not charge beam in this game. Is it
Did
high
you
jump
find X-ray
again?
at Fireflies?
No, I did not.
Yep. I was looking for
would-
charge on the way up, hoping to get lucky.
Yeah.
That post Ridley
would've saved me
item is
some time.
almost always charge, bombs, or high jump, and you already had charge and bombs, so you had a pretty good shot at high jump there.
I didn't.
Yeah.
That's true. You didn't have charge. You were probably hoping for charge.
I'm actually
I
quite
think
happy
you had
with the
enough
amount of
ammo.
time I made up. If I had actually grabbed Varia, I think I would have been in the running for it. But I feel like I made a pretty good time. It helps to know what items are where when you're going back through.
Well, and then you just didn't touch the wreck ship, whereas Fusion full cleared it.
I abandoned 2 items.
I never would have full cleared wreck ship. Let's see, because if I had done it first, I would have ditched out really early. And if coming up in late, I might have checked right and got in charge, but I probably would have just ran right out this late. I had 80 supers. I mean, I was fine for Mother Bird. Although I'm disappointed I would not have gotten wave grapple. We're at late. Because I can't do Zeb skip without wave yet. I should work. I know if you stay in the exact right place, you can.
Yeah. I just went through knowing that I didn't want to waste any more time on those tricks. I took a knee for the animals because I had no way of knowing if you were on my tail or, because it's very possible that you could have taken the exact same route except made more skips. I mean, I abandoned the sky item and wave beam at wreck ship.
Right,
because I didn't have fast ways. Yeah, no. I could have rid the green Starship Enterprise 3 times and gotten it, the ceiling item, but wasn't really any feasible way.
It didn't well.
Yeah, and I could have maybe tried to finagle my way up that room to the Spiky Death Room, but it wasn't worth it at the end. Wave.
Yeah, your only option at that point was the power bomb jump just outside the water, which is not a fun trick.
Nope.
So the series is now tied 1-1 between you two, so we'll have to get a third match scheduled out of that.
Yep. We'll get that scheduled soon.
Absolutely. Good game, though. Wow.
That was a terrible seed.
Damn it, WJG! I didn't want my name used.
I really enjoyed it. Don't get me wrong, but it was a terrible seed.
Yeah. I mean, it expected you to go up and down a whole bunch of times. Breaking logic to get to Croc was probably my stupidest and best play, other than grabbing.
Well,
early.
I knew gravity was at Croc Escape, so I knew I had to break logic. So I went down and checked all Croc while I was there, knowing. I also needed more super, so knowing that I had skipped pretty much everything in green and pink Brinstar, it was another place to get items.
Yeah. Oh, that was the how stupid bombs location was, and then
I found bombs. Where were they?
Space jump. It was cosine.
Speed missile.
That's right. Oh, right, because then I IBJ'd up to space jump.
Yeah, I did too.
Okay, well, I've got to run. Kids are home, so I've got to take care of them. Everyone have a great day.
Absolutely,
right,
you too.
And thank all of you, GG to both of you, and thank all of you for joining us. Please join us later tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern for round 1, match 1 of the redemption bracket of Evil Sparky versus 64-bit Link, and it looks like they've got match 2 happening directly thereafter. Follow our runners. Follow Ghost Wizard. Don't follow any other portions of the stream team. And yeah, that's about it. I have to go back to work because I'm technically working from home while I'm commentating. So I'm going to do that now. See you in a bit, everybody.